Actually, I know I'm a bit late, but you know, because I was doing some few things. But let's catch up a bit, and we see how all will end. But thank you so much for always being patient with me. And please, if you are unable to catch up with us during the live stream, you can also catch up with us later, because I really understand that we are somehow a bit late. But thank you so much, my good people. I really do appreciate your big support always to this platform. We have some issues actually to discuss today, and as the heading suggests, a lot is actually happening, and I'm really seeing some people who are trying to throw in their advices, like the old man Coher, who is trying to advise, and yet actually he needed first to advise himself first before actually advising other people. Please, if you are new to this platform, please subscribe, and also remember to like. And on top of that, you can also put a notification bell so that actually you don't miss out in this platform. Faith, greetings to you, and thank you so much, for joining. I really appreciate, thank you, and thank you so much. You know, I really appreciate Joan. Greetings to you, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you, Joan, for always ensuring that all is well in this platform. Big up to everybody, and I really appreciate all of you for whatever things you're doing in ensuring that this platform is actually running very smoothly. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my good people. Kabuya, thank you so much. Thanks a million time. Thank you, and I really appreciate you for the big energy you are always putting in this platform, and to ensure that all is actually moving so well. Thank you so much, Kabuya, and thank you so much, Joan, and big up to you, Faith. I really appreciate you people for the big support always to this platform. I really appreciate. Naphtali, my crotch is in the dictionary. Greetings to you. I really appreciate it. Jennifer, Kisha, when do you sleep, David? You are working so hard. Let me tell you, you better work when you have the energy. But when you start working when you are in the energy of Muse Coher, you are finished. You better work when you have the energy. When you still have, you can still move. When you are not moving with a stick. But when you start struggling with it like Coher, at that age you are working. That is what I'm trying to avoid in my life. I don't want to work at that age. At 75 years, 80 years, and I'm still working. No. Those are the things I need really to avoid. I really need to try so much to avoid that type of, yes. Uh, Jen Fakisha, yes. So I think I've answered you. I don't want to be like Coher. I don't want. Yes. Naphtali, greetings to you. My dad used to slap me till I was blue. Yes, Verenda, greetings to you, and thank you so much for joining. CJ Rehab, greetings to you, and thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Pastor Orlando, greetings to you. Watching from Mozambique, Pastor, greetings to you, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate. CJ, thank you so much. Sheila Ochaka, greetings to you, and thank you so much. Thank you a million times. I really appreciate. Agnes Thomas, Brother David, please fix him. Oh, yes, we are here. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, ML Pig, you look like now you see such kind of people. Just delete that one. Let him go away. like this ML pig. That one, you remove him. We don't want such people, really. You look like, that one, delete that one. That one. Virenda Patra, thank you so much for your big donation. I really appreciate you. I don't know that is what. Which currency is that one? Rana, greetings to you and thank you so much for your big donation. Yes, Judy Moyo, greetings to you. David, hello. And greeting everybody. Thank you so much, Judy Moyo, for being here. I really appreciate you. Big up to you. Yes. As I was already saying earlier, that actually I saw some old man that is also giving advice, that is giving advice to the travel command. There are really some old men who have lost direction. Yes, Tanish, greetings to you, and Mountain Go, greetings to you, and thank you so much. Thank you a million times. I really appreciate your big support always to this platform. Mountain Go, thank you so much. So I was talking about this old man who is giving advice, and when you look at the type of the advice he was actually giving, he was giving his advice blindly, very, very blindly. Yes, guys, let me go upstairs. We'll join you soon. Yes, thank you, Judy Moyo. So, I was watching the video of one of these old men, that is Coher, and he's trying to give advice. Very, very useless advice, Yes, Verenda Patra, another 40. Which flag is this one? I'm really getting confused. Please help me just type the name of the country. I'm not so much good in the flags. I'm not so much good, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for your big donation. I really appreciate. Alex, greetings to you. Sheila, which flag is that? Which flag from which country? India, it is. Okay. Yes, thank you so much. India. Yes, thank you so much, my good people from India. Hannah, thank you so much. Agnes Thomas, thank you so much. Zeb Okojo Brown, thank you so much. Actually, by the way, we have a lot of Indians in my country here. We have a lot of Indians in my country, and actually, I think they are the biggest employers here in my country. Yes, we thank you guys from India. I got an invitation from Didi Party. Should I go there? Here you go. Yes, so Pakaj, what are you thinking about Didi? So I was talking about an old man who was actually trying to give advice. And that advice is actually relevant to him as a person. He was trying to give the advice, to the travel commando that is advising him, trying to give him, direction here and there. But when I look at the type of the advice he was giving, himself, he had lost direction. What this so-called Coher was doing, he listened to what the so-called the negative individuals are saying, and he bases his advice on such things, such statements. Coher said that the vehicle that actually trespassed on somebody's garden went on maize plantation garden, that the vehicle passed on the maize plantation garden. But when you look at the video itself, there was actually no plantation, Thank you so much, Virenda Pata from India. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. So there was actually no garden in that place. No garden. Where the vehicle passed was actually the garden for these greens. It was greens, greens, and they were countable greens. Even if you are to feed with a family, cannot even feed a family of 3 people, like 3 people in, or even 2 people in the family. And that was what was making these individuals to look like they had destroyed our garden. Big up to you, Agnes Thomas. Carol West, thank you so much for joining. Osaro Grace, thank you a million times for being here. Rosi Fiwa, greetings to you. Thank you a million times for being here. Ethiopian Bible. So, according to the Musei Coher, who was actually trying to confuse people with these statements, like it does not actually read properly, or his eyes does not see. Let me give you an example. I had a man in our community, in the village. He was actually very old, but he was also contesting to be a leader in our area there. So they asked him one day, when he was during the campaign time, they asked him, old man, we hear people always, actually he's the one who brought the statement, that people always keeps on accusing him that his eyes cannot see. That if my eyes cannot see, what are those things I'm seeing? Are those not maize plants plantation? And yet it was actually sorghum. So instead of, his eyes could not differentiate between maize plantation and sorghum plantation, people bursted into laughter. So it brings me to an understanding that actually the old man Coher, his eyes now is not actually seeing, because this old man was criticizing the travel commando, that actually the travel commando did bad to react to the so-called Mogesi. I think wrong people are mixed in the chat. Yes, some of those people just delete, give them a time out because they don't know actually what they want. So, what actually happened, according to this old man, he was saying the travel commando was on the wrong to actually handle the full call Mogesi during that scarf. Let me tell you, we have a very, very big challenge here in Africa. There are actually individuals, when you bend low for them, that will be their happiness. And I can assure you, they can fool you from day one up to the end. From the day the travel commando handled Mogesi, it has quite taken some good time, when actually these individuals, they have now stopped doing wrong things, even trying to look for the travel commando and his entire family. They have stopped it, because they have got to realize that the travel commando have reached a point whereby he is not going to tolerate nonsense. And me personally, I was really very, very happy to see that the travel commando responded to the so-called Mogesi in a very, very timely manner. If he had not done anything during that scuffle, I can assure you this foolishness was actually not going to stop. I'm really very, very pleased that the travel commando was able to send a very, very serious message that if you want to play around with us, we are also men like you, and we are ready to deal with you accordingly. That was his very, very strong message. And I can assure you, me personally, I appreciated him staying very strong to the family. Here in Africa, if you are the firstborn in the family as a boy, you need to stay very, very strong. And you need to keep your words. If somebody is threatening the family, you need to come out very, very strongly, condemn it, and also give a warning. And that is exactly what the travel commando did as the first son of the family. That is what these individuals actually understand. They understand minimum force, and they understand that when you react, there should be another reaction. That is the language these individuals understand. And actually, the person who have been spreading this kind of information was actually this man Coher. He was the one who was throwing a lot of words outside there that actually the youth should come up and attack Mr. Ondari. That was the message this old man was actually passing to the youth of Chambohansi. For the people now to start attacking people like Kamanje underscore KE, people who have incited this youth is actually this old man, Coher. You see, Coher have realized that actually he does not have the energy to either do anything. Then he resorted to start instigating the youth to do something on his behalf. But our eyes are actually very, very open. And me, in today's live stream, I would really want to encourage Kamanje underscore KE to report these youth who have actually beaten him. They should face the law, and they should actually get to know whatever they do will actually be met with reasonable force from the authority. So the problem that is actually happening in this village, there are individuals who are behind it. And this old man who has no energy is actually one of them. You know, he knows he does not have the energy. But when he sits down and starts opening his mouth, he can incite actually violence, which actually we need to address very, very shortly before things worsen. Because if individuals are being attacked, like the way Kamanje was attacked, we need to come out very, very strongly to condemn such acts before it is actually late. Sheila, this old man, is very jealous of Marwa and his family. He's very, very jealous. You know, this old man actually wishes if he could reverse his decision, his long-term behavior of those days, if there was a possibility that he could reverse, he would have even reversed it. But let me tell you, let him stay in his own lines, because people are not going to tolerate his madness. I was able to go through some of the comments in the platform of this old man Coher. People were actually sending him very, very strong messages that can you stop interfering with other people's family? Handle your family the way you feel it is right, and leave other people to actually handle the matters in their family. Let me first of all take this opportunity to welcome Janet Iris. You're most welcome to today's live stream. You know, Doreen Small, you're most welcome. I really appreciate your big support to this platform. Carol West, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate my good people. Jacqueline, blessing and my respect. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate. Thank you, and thank you a million times. You know, there are individuals. Otaro Grace, yes, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate. You know, Coher should style up. Yes, Coher is still having the primitive way of thinking. Mm? Very, very primitive way of thinking that, the behavior of like 30 years to 40 to 50 years ago, Coher is trying still to bring those madness in this generation, which is actually very, very bad. I can assure you that whatever the dirty plans that old man is having, it is not going to affect, this family of the travel commando, because people have actually known how foolish he is. He's an old man who has no vision. No vision. Because if he was able to stay without a pit latrine from the time when he had the energy up to now, he has just got it this year. A pit latrine. Just a pit latrine. And he's praising that pit latrine like never before. So that is not an old man that is no, we are supposed even to be taking very, very serious. Coher should shut up. Shameless old man. Exactly. Coher, senseless old man. Greetings, Esela. Esela, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much, Esela. The truth is, people actually fear. They fear to be told facts. And that is what we have been telling Coher for a very, very long period of time. You cannot be having 25 children and you are still producing young children of 1 year, 2 years. And you also want to come out in public that you are actually advising people. Instead of him actually trying to advise, the people he is advising are the one who are supposed to advise him. That is it. Because really, I have never seen any clear advice that this old man actually keeps on sending out. I've never seen. I have never seen any clear advice that Coher keeps on putting outside there. And that is why I always keep on saying Coher is a very, very stupid old man who have lost it in life. Coher gave birth to pension babies. This one I can now drink water. I can drink water. Thank you so much, Ezela. Thank you so much. Those are actually pension babies. Pension. They are the ones who are going to be eating his areas. Ezela, you have really hit it well. You have hit it well. You have hit the head. Pension babies. Those are pension babies. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. You have a very, very serious point there. Very, very serious point. Sorry, Tumbo, I tried to say hello to you, but my hand slipped. Yes, okay. So, those are actually pension babies. Pension. And now that is getting this one, the money is getting from YouTube. The children is going to produce during this period of YouTube. I'm going to call those. She hit the nail on the head. For sure, you really made my days. Ezela. That is a very, very strong point. Pension babies. Stella, greetings to you from USA. Thank you so much for joining. It's a high time. Actually, Coher should stop producing. And let him stop, throwing advice like a mad. It is actually very, very alarming the way Coher is conducting himself. Very, very alarming. And we need actually to be, to continuously condemn that type of behavior. It is actually not right for an old man like Coher to always come out in his platform and talk stupidity. You know, that is my very, very big advice to Coher. Please, Coher, behave yourself before. Did Coher finish the latrine? The latrine was not complete. They did not build the front wall. They only build it like that and they just leave it like, and they started using it. David, are we sure the children are his? No, he's keeping them. He's keeping those children are for Andrew. No, those are not Coher's children. They're for Andrew, and he knows it. By the he knows it very, very well that those children are for Andrew. And actually, Andrew stays in the border of Uganda and Kenya. That is where Andrew is staying. Those children are not for Coher. They are for Andrew, and it's a reason why when the wife came to Uganda, he was actually threatening the woman that if you delay, I'm going to bring another wife. Because he knew that those kids are for Andrew. You know, they are for Andrew, and Andrew is actually staying in Busia, the border of Uganda and Kenya. That is where Andrew is staying. You know, and I can assure you, he is going to continuously keep those children for Andrew. You know, whether he like it or not, because with the way Coher is behaving these days, it is reaching a point that he cannot get again another wife. That one is just deceiving himself. He is fooling himself. So Andrew is going to keep on helping him to produce. And you see, Andrew also crosses to Kenya. You know, Andrew also crosses to Kenya. Maybe they meet and you know, this is a part Coher does not want to listen. This is a part Coher does not want to listen. Actually, Andrew stays in the border of Kenya and Uganda, Busia border. And Andrew also keeps on going to Kenya. Mingling around. Last time he tried answering the issue of Andrew. He was saying, I heard you talking about Andrew. You know, why are you bringing issues of Andrew? In one of his videos. Yeah, why are you bringing issues of Andrew? Yeah. Actually, he does not want me to talk about it. Sana, thank you so much for joining. You know, he does not want to hear the name of Andrew. Actually, whenever I talk about Andrew, he does not answer me. You know, he does not answer me completely. He tried only answering once. That was the other day. He tried. That why are you bringing issue of Andrew? You're looking for views. I said, Coher. Andrew is there. You know, he knows very well, and he knows that Andrew actually exists. So he is going to continuously raise children who does not actually belongs to him. Coher is wasting time that, you know, that he is still a man who is producing. Okay. I wish he could go and do a DNA test. I wish he would cast life. He would cast life. And I even have a thinking that actually those children that Coher is bragging that he has, that are around 25 children, I don't think all those children belongs to him. I really don't think. That is why you see him, he does not care. He does not care. Have you ever seen him making videos and grandchildren are moving within his compound? You want to tell me at the age of that old man Coher, he does not have grandchildren? You know? He does not have grandchildren. Coher has grandchildren. He's supposed to have them. But because he knows he's going to continue to raise those children who actually does not belongs to him. And for me, it will be my happiness that let those children actually continue eating good food from the money he's getting from YouTube and the rest. Yes, because he deserved it. He's a very stupid old man. Now, I want fast forward to, let's have a conversation about these so-called the scammers. You know, even great grand, yes, very, very true. Lifeless, soft, nasty body cannot do that. You know, I want first to take you shortly to the issue of scammers. David, I almost fell in the bathroom. You guys are funny. Sorry, Judy Moy. We don't want you to hurt yourself. Please, Judy Moy. David Omaje, you mean he is wearing the jacket? That is not his. That is not Coher's jacket. That jacket is actually very, very different. Yeah. The jacket is very, very different. Michael N, thank you so much for joining. Hannah, thank you million times. Thank you so much for being here. Lona Roslimba, greetings to you and thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate your big support to this platform. You see, we have been in position to see these so-called scammers. These so-called scammers. You see, scamming can be very, very sweet to them. But let me tell you, when the day reaches, that is when you can really notice that this world is actually very, very small. I have actually been in position to see how Boma woman is trying to distance herself from this issue of scamming. I've really seen how she's trying her best to distance herself from this issue of scamming. But you see, when everything is in the open, it is actually very, very hard for her to play monkey tricks around. Because we have seen several examples that is actually associated with this so-called Boma woman. There is no way Boma woman is going to tell us that she does not know Polycarp, Hufula, Tembe. There is no way. And it happens that these individuals comes from the same locality. And these individuals, they share a lot of issues, a lot of things. And actually, the same way Polycarp, Wafula, Tembe behaves is the same characters the so-called Boma woman is actually having. You know, you can try to fool people, but you cannot not fool people for the rest of your days. It's the reason why all what they have been doing has now actually caught up with them. These individuals actually knows NT exactly. Let me tell you, it is a group of individuals. These are syndicates, you know. These are planners. There is no way this so-called Boma woman can be in this issue and a small boy like a stick is not in it. And this one, NT, cannot also distance himself in this. And if these three are there, then the so-called OT cannot also miss in it. These are individuals who have actually planned for a very, very long time to cause issues, to cause pain. And I cannot rule away Mikel. There is this one, Mikel something. Mikel. Because this Boma woman always talks with Mikel Ponte something. That name, Ponte something. That name. You know? Boma woman always has a conversation with that ponte something. This is a group of individuals who actually want to cause pain, who actually want to cause confusion, and I can assure you, it seems the world is now catching up with them. As I've already said in the previous video, there's a video that is already rolling. I said I was able to try to check Polycarp, Wafula, Tembe. I tried checking on his details on his Facebook account, and actually the man has deleted everything. That shows you that the message we are passing is actually reaching. And we are not going to get tired of talking about this scammer's name until it's going to lose direction, until he's going to feel pain, not only in his skin, but he's going to feel headache, he's going to feel pain in his heart. And everywhere he will be moving, he will be having a feeling that actually is moving around people who knows him. That is the message we are putting outside there. That Wafula, Polycarp, Tembe, now we know who you are. We know exactly your character, your behavior, that you're a professional scammer who have been in position to fool a lot of people outside there, including on the platform of Cuckoo. Actually, Cuckoo is one of those big platforms. I think it has something like 1 million subscribers. And this so-called Polycarp Wafula Tembe was able to con some individual there $2,000. That is quite a lot of money. So this kind of individual need actually to be exposed to the public to know who he is. Let me first of all read one of these comments from Hotaro Grace. Soon you will hear Auntie complaining of headache and cannot deal with stress and is in hospital. Similar way to Carrot. Exactly. Those are some of the tricks that they always comes with. When they realize there is pressure, they pretend to be sick and they disappear from the platform. Just like the so-called Cuckoo man. Cuckoo man came out with a story and he was saying that he has actually reported David Jr. to the police station and he was waiting to go to court. Let me tell you, he got to realize that we have exposed his madness, his stupidity outside there to the world to see that he was actually trying to scam people. Cuckoo man is another scammer in the village. People outside there should actually be very, very careful of Cuckoo man. Cuckoo man is a scammer. He is a serious scammer that actually people are supposed to start putting their eyes on. The Cuckoo man was actually encouraging people to send for him finances so that he can deal with David Jr. You can imagine that people should send for him finances so that he can deal with David Jr. He realized that he was not going to be in position to handle. He disappeared in his platform for like 2 to 3 weeks. He disappeared completely, completely. And now, when he came back, he posted in his community that he had a problem with his YouTube platform, trying to deceive people, but yet actually we know his monkey tricks. For people who have eyes to see, they can see. For people who have ears to listen, they will listen to whatever message you are passing outside there. That another scammer in that village is actually Cuckoo man, because you cannot be threatening somebody who bought land with his own money and you want to say that you want to take him to police, you want to take him to court. So now what happened? What happened? I have never heard that David Jr. had gone to police or to court because of issues of land. You can see how these individuals are very, very busy deceiving people outside there. Let me read some of the comments, then we shall resume. When you greet me, you say Molo made. Okay, I have a strong belief in is behind what is happening to Kamanje. Very, very strongly. Yes. You know, I was shocked that they can have so much thieves in that village. I am even shocked that he hasn't come back for Mogesi foolishness. You know? So these individuals want to pretend that they are always innocent. Just like what Mogesi is doing, playing monkey tricks. When they realize the ball is now on their courts, they want to play that they're very, very innocent. They are not doing anything in harming the family of the travel commander. But the world, people outside there are seeing that the reason why these people are actually trying their best to fight the family of the travel commando, it is because they're very, very jealous. You know, they're feeling like they want everything for this family. And it's a reason why they are very much plotting against them to actually scam them and do everything possible to cause confusion in this family. It is really, really terrible. Very, very terrible. In this can kill for $10. The fool was compromised by Kintu over his niece. Exactly. You know, the man like money like nothing. Let me tell you, even $10 is much. Just give him $2, $3. You know, he can be in position to do unthinkable. Because these individuals are very, very hungry for money. They can actually do anything. You know, you can imagine somebody was deceiving people outside there that is actually supporting the village with the three eggs, and yet he was doing the opposite. You know, I ask myself, you give a family of 7, a family of 8, 3 eggs. What will 3 eggs really help with? 3 eggs, even if a family for 4 and you give them 3 eggs, really? 3 eggs. What will 3 eggs really do? You know? Can you imagine? And you see people outside there, he's helping the community with 3 eggs. Stupidity of the highest order. Doreen, imagine his niece is suffering and he's got away with the money. He does not care. For him, he mind of what enters in his stomach. Full stop. Anything above that, he does not care. Anything that goes in his stomach. Don't you see how his stomach is big? How big his stomach is? You know? 3 evil eggs. Exactly. 3 eggs. 3 evil eggs. What will 3 evil eggs do to a family of 4? A family of 5? Even if you don't have eyes to see. Then somebody comes out that he's helping the community. He's doing well to the community. He's doing wonders to the community. 3 eggs. Really? Really? Let me tell you. I know probably in those European countries, somebody can eat 1 egg and you are satisfied. Here we believe in real food. You know? We believe in real food. What you call junk food is for us what we enjoy here. Not 3 eggs, 2 eggs. What is that? You know? What is that? Here, somebody need to eat kawunga. You know? So please, don't be deceived. Ezela, I see, I heard that one of the old ladies who got help from Kintu said he brought curses on her home. Exactly. That is what is happening. In the previous video that is rolling, actually one of the culprit is actually, I played that. You know, it is true. The families are suffering. They're suffering because of 3 eggs. Before the fisherman gives you anything, he first gives you 3 eggs. You know? Yes, David, we don't eat much. You know, yes, you guys don't eat. For us here, we eat. We eat. I don't want to deceive you. People eat. You know? I cannot come to your family, then you give me an egg. An egg for what? I want real food. Did you see what the travel commando used to eat when he was in Argentina. That's the type of food we eat here. You know? Kalo. That's the type of food we eat. Don't give us 3 eggs, 1 egg. You know? So I was saying that the fisherman, before he gives you anything, he first gives you 3 eggs. 3 eggs. Before he brings these other things that mattress, what and what and what, he first gives you 3 eggs. And one of the only woman whom she gave the 3 eggs, that woman passed sometime back. Sometime back, that woman passed on. It was not even a month, the old woman passed on. These are not lies, these are facts. The old woman passed on. You know? I'm wondering why that old man called Musei Joseph, I have not seen him giving Musei Joseph 3 eggs. I've ever seen him giving Musei Joseph 3 eggs. You know? I think if he had given Musei Joseph also 3 eggs, maybe Musei Joseph would not be there. That old man that he always keeps on going to. I have not yet seen him giving that old man 3 eggs. But a lot of individuals whom he has given eggs, they are actually crying right now as we talk. You have seen from the video. You know, one of the videos that, you know, actually, Vidi Jonah went to a certain village and he was chased from there. Hello, you need to eat more, at least 6 eggs. Yes. You know, at least. But 3 eggs for a family of 6 people. 3 eggs. Even if your stomach is small like what? I can assure you here, for us, we go to the garden, we dig. You know, here somebody can dig for like 6 hours in the garden. And you expect that person to eat eggs. Eh? Eggs. 3 eggs. Really? Honestly, David, it sounds like that woman is having enough problem keen to trick her to get donation, but no nonsense demons not bothering her. But the mother to the woman was saying the woman was okay. Hmm? The mother to the woman was saying the woman was okay. Now, yeah, you see? You see now? Let me tell you, the fisherman should come out and tell us the truth. Because he's the only one who knows the truth, not anybody. Not anybody. Whether that old woman is not normal or she's normal, but for us we have seen that the fisherman has been giving 3 eggs to people. And 3 eggs is associated with these demonic kind of things. You go and search in Google, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Because me, I went and I searched that, you know, 3 eggs. Why is somebody giving 3 eggs? He does not give 4. Have you seen a family that the fisherman has given 4 eggs? You know? Why is it that 3 eggs constant? Not if he remains with 1 egg, he will not give out. You know? He will not give 1 egg or 2 eggs. He will not give out. He will go and look for another one to make 3. That is when he will release an egg out. What is that exactly? Something is fishy somewhere. Something is fishy with the fisherman. 3 eggs. Egg goes in with dozen. Yes. When you are going to the shop to buy eggs, you know, when you go to the shop and you buy eggs, you buy 12 of them or 24. Here in Africa, they put always 24 in the tray. But you are very busy giving people 3 eggs. That is not right. Something is actually very fish. You know, very fish. Yes. Valentine love doctor. She needs prayers. Any pastor to help. Yeah, so Bugoma woman has actually played a very, very big role in converting these individuals to start doing dubious activities. How can you buy a pant? You know, how can you buy a pant and go and give the fisherman, underwear? Bugoma woman bought underwears and took to the fisherman. Who does that? You mean she could not give the fisherman money to go and buy underwears? Really? Bugoma woman could not give the fisherman money and go and buy underwears. And she decided to buy underwears for herself. She bought underwears and deliver those underwears to the fisherman. Don't you really see something is wrong here? The fisherman is not her husband. It was a gift. I assure you it was not open. Let me tell you, a witch is a witch. Where are you? My friend, have you seen how Bugoma woman is trolling the travel commander's family? You're a woman and you're carrying unawares and you're taking that a gift. You're carrying underwears that you're taking to another man. That those are gifts. Bugoma woman, stop deceiving us. What type of gifts are those? Even if you don't have eyes to see and really? Something is not right. Honestly speaking, a woman, you buy underwears and you take to another man and you call it that it's a gift. What are you gifting? Greedy into thieves all donation and gone off for fake travel. The woman hear about it and get out of her nerves. You can imagine. Now you got the money, he has disappeared from the village. You can't subscribers. Yes, you can't do them. That charity. Where is the charity work? You are doing charity. Do you know how much a tray of eggs can cost here in Africa? A tray is like $2. $2 here, a full tray, $2. Because if you put like $3, you would have gone again. You would have bought like 24 eggs plus additional eggs. Actually, here in Uganda, a tray is around $2. If it is too much, $2 and some cent. So please, let him roar there in Lusaka. He's going to take his madness again there. Parod have witch in the underwear for sure. You cannot. You wake up a woman, you go and buy for another man underwears. Really? Really? Is it really possible? Is there any of you here who have ever bought for another man underwears? Is there anybody here that you have bought for somebody underwears? That you have a good heart, then you got that me have a good heart, let me buy for so and so underwears. Really? Let us not deceive ourselves. Bugoma woman, and the fisherman was very happy that they are bought for underwears. Never. You see, you go outside there, you buy underwears and give to another man. David, what are you saying? You don't know what I'm trying to say here. Bugoma woman buying for the fisherman underwears. You buy underwears to somebody maybe you love. You are in a relationship. Eh? So the fisherman has been moving in the village, going to Nairobi city. Have you ever seen the person he goes to? Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen the person the fisherman goes to meet in Nairobi? Eh? Do things of buying underwears as something. You people. Hmm? Oh my God, whoa, a tray here is about $10. $10 a tray of eggs. And in that tray, how many eggs? Here, a tray of eggs, it has 24 eggs. $2 and some few cents. 24 eggs. I'm telling you. Then somebody is very busy giving 3 eggs. So, you know, they meet up. Yes, these people meet. They meet. The fisherman always meets this Boma woman. You cannot buy pants, underwears for the person you don't love. If somebody is actually here and you have ever bought underwears and you have given to somebody that you don't love, you tell us. Tell us. Big up Jen Kelly. Greetings to you and thank you so much for being here. She cannot come back to talk about me. That's, trivial because her heel are hot on the scam. She's probably trying to figure out how to get out of this one. However much she tries, we have now known the real scammers. We have known, and our eyes are actually opening now. Now we found out she's a thief. Is Boma come out talking bad about the travel commando? Yes, she's very, very terrible. Akinyi, greetings to you. Akinyi Gardens, greetings to you. Our tray carries 30 eggs. Now 30 eggs and you're spending $10. $10. Those are how many trays of eggs here in Africa. That's a lot of eggs. Let me tell you, even a whole hen here is around $5. Yes, $5. A whole big hen, $5. A whole big hen, I think it's around $5. Let me calculate. Let me calculate. $5. Yes, $6. Let us put it $6. $6. A big hen here, a big hen, and in the village, $3. In the village, $3. You get a big hen. In the village, $3. A big hen. In the city, $6. You get a big hen, the biggest of all. Where you go and say, me, I want that one. The biggest, So, your dollar has a lot of power here. It's the truth. That is why you see this youth in this village. They will struggle for $2. They will do anything for $2. Greeting, Erica. Thank you so much for joining. So, when you see these individuals fighting, they are not fighting for big money. They're fighting for smaller money, and that is why you see them very, very hungry. You have seen how the so-called the group of Mogesi and Naso, how they are conducting themselves. You think they're giving them a lot of money? They are not giving these individuals a lot of money. It is little money. And I can assure you, they can even accept to die. Don't joke around. Otaro Grace, yes, long, looking, malnourished, face like a rod and a child abuser. It is the truth, So, when we always keep on talking about these things, people probably think we are joking. You know, these individuals can do anything because of $10, $2. That is the reason why I will always urge the travel commando, whenever he's moving out of home, let him move with somebody. You know, let him move with somebody. Let him not walk alone. Because these boys are capable of doing anything. Very much capable. Because Murumi got a second chance, Carrot, and her underwear bandit should not get any more chances. But you see, me, I'm very happy because of a lot of things this week. I'm actually very, very happy. A lot of these scammers they have been exposed, and now we can really see the true scammers. You know, we now know who the scammers are. Carol is a scammer. You know, she's a very, very serious scammer. And let me tell you, this individual, that not only one or two, this is a chain of scammers, and they actually know what they're doing. You know, let me first read this. Here, Mara was getting money for lawyers' fees, and she tried to scam him so he wouldn't have any money to take her to court. Exactly. Hello, my brother. This is what you call colonized mind. All those negative village boys are not normal anymore. As long as they got anything from Nokaro, they will never progress. Grace, she need to exercise a bit and leave that small corner of her with a plastic flower. The one that are shouting the loudest about Mara being a scammer, they are the real scammers. Exactly. David, yes, security is key. Yes, the travel commando should actually be moving with some people in the village. As I saw, you know, during that scuffle that they had, actually Uncle Mo was there, and also Giteriba was there. So you need to be moving with people so that actually these issues, this confusion, because these youth are very desperate. They're very, very desperate. Because actually when they see the progress of the travel commando, they feel they need to reach that level as fast as possible. And yet they don't know that actually the travel commando has been in position to work for 10 years to reach the level where he has reached. Of which this youth right now, they want to jump on it, like, you know, they need to work for themselves. The travel commando actually works so hard to reach where he has reached. You know, Mara must be serious and report this matter. Exactly. Mara should, you know, need to have someone with him at all times. Yes, he need protection, because these individuals in this village are becoming a total mess. No, probably we can look at it another way. Probably Carrot was scammed by Polycarp, the lawyer, and she's so embarrassed to come out and say that, overthinking, like, you know, this so-called the small boy like a stick. You know, talk about Carrot scamming. You know, I can assure you, me, I'm not going to distance myself from Bugoma woman, because a lot of things are clear. One, herself, she has come out and said that actually she was in contact with Uncle Mo for a good period of time. I'm assuming, why is she not do something for her own village? Exactly. I'm assuming by the time this Carrot woman was having a conversation with Uncle Mo, probably got more details. Because somebody who wants to do bad to you will always first but try to come very, very closer to you. As you have seen from this Polycarp man, he went to the village and was able to create friendship. And I started planning how actually to do wrong things. Me personally, I don't think this issue of parties, if the travel commando is to invite people, let him invite the people whom he has been in position to know for a long time. For example, subscribers, who have been there with him for a very, very long time. There are people now we know. Now, like when you talk about Zella, when you talk about Sana, when you talk about Didi Moy, when you talk about Winnie Ball, when you talk about Michael N, when you talk about, Carol West, Doreen Small, Jane Kelly, we know these people. Invite people whom you know. But this, now you see how they scam. The man was not even a YouTuber. He's just like any other ordinary person outside there. Invite people like Joan Wilson, Diana Charles, Elena Patton. Those are people we know. So actually, when you invite such people, you actually know the people you are dealing with. But now people like the so-called the Boma woman, that one comes just to finish you. It is really very, very tricky. And I really don't know how the travel commando is going to deal with these issues. Because a lot of these scammers, they will actually still come. And they will still use other means. They will keep on trying, because these individuals now, they have got to know that if they want to eat, they can easily eat with the name of the travel commando. And they know exactly that when you talk about the travel commando, people will always pay attention. He went to the villa on purpose to use poor income. Exactly. That's what they were able to do. Faith. We know Faith. Agnes, Monique. We know Agnes. We know Maureen. So when you talk about Maureen, we know. Invite people whom you know. There are a lot of people. I hear they want to go after Mara Good Eye. Imagine. That is, Mogesi said it. That is what Mogesi actually said. That he wanted to finish Marwa's eyes. The remaining eyes. So you can imagine that type of character. Mara have to write a proper letter to YouTube. He needs actually to do something. There are individuals outside there who are actually not good at all. Agnes Nike underwear saga is hot. Yes. A lot of these individuals are actually not good people. They are not good people. And when you look at, you can imagine Karod, the so-called Boma woman. She has her own village. But she could travel all the way up to this village of Nyabohansi to cause problems, bringing underwears. Really, she could not even send money and say, you buy underwears. But she had to travel by her own to bring underwears to the fisherman. Can you imagine? Is it really something to be celebrated? Is it something to be celebrated? Underwears, you travel all along. You can imagine the fuel that she was able to put in the car. Then you travel all the way to bring underwears. Sometimes it's not really right. Mogesi forgot that Mara paid his school fees. He forgot. He has forgotten. And they don't want us to talk about this. Very, very bad. It is unbecoming. Yes, YouTube is useless, guys. It does not protect anyone. YouTube is at your own risk. Every channel must come down. Kama will catch up with those haters in the village. Judimoyo, we should keep this going for a week. Thumbnail all away. Bring underwear for Max Zero. Let them also take for Max Zero. But let me tell you, the wife of that man is not easy. I saw in one of the video, she was telling him that this house is for me and the children. I said, okay, the house is for her and the children, not the fake village leader. And I saw the fake village leader was just opening his eyes. The woman is not easy. The woman is not easy. The woman is actually not easy. The woman to the so-called the fake village leader, the wife is not a joke. You don't just mess up with her. Yes, so Tumba, he said the lawyer is dealing with everything, but it's a process that he don't want to speak too much about. He will creep up like TTG on them. Yes, come on, knock this time. Something immediately, something it takes a little while, but it will knock. Yes. So when it's TTG arrival in Nyabohansi, we are not yet very sure. I've not yet got that information. Yes, but I know very, very soon, he might be landing like an helicopter. Maybe he's going to be the first person to land on top of the villa with a helicopter. No, David. Underwear saga must continue. Today is today, and tomorrow will be another day. But for sure, how can you buy an underwears and you travel all the way up to Nyabohansi village just to deliver underwears? Does it really make sense? Me, I really underwears and two vests and underwears. You travel, you put fuel, then you travel all the way to Nyabohansi village, just carrying underwears. Really? Sometimes when I look at some of these things, I just feel like crying. Yeah, but Judy, why is he not go to the court? Because they are insulting him. He has on one eye, time will tell. The law has a long arm, and some point they are all going to sink. The boy better be careful he does not lose both. Yes, she used the underwear to goose the man. Underwear saga must continue. So the issue of the underwears is really a very, very big issue. You cannot buy an underwear, then you go and give another man. It does not make sense. Whether you like it or not, does not actually make sense at all. That one, no, it's a no. When a woman crosses that level, just know it is going to the wrong direction. Underwears, you buy underwears for the person whom you really don't love. No wonder these people have been very, very closely. If something happened to the fisherman, Bugoma woman will be the first individual to talk about it. But when it happens to another person, you will not hear her completely. But the fisherman, she will be the first person to come out. So now we understand why she delivered the underwears and 2 vests to the fisherman. Please, if you are new to this platform, please subscribe, like, and comment, and please always come back to watch these videos. I really appreciate. Actually, we have had a conversation for quite a very, very long period of time. Actually, we are now in 1 hour. I'm really going to end this live stream maybe in 5 minutes or 6 minutes to come. And let me first of all read some of your comments, and then I come back. Yes, I have lost respect for the Kenyan laws and judiciary. Even Karod insult her own judiciary system. You can imagine. But Judy, why is he not go to the court? Because, as I think I've read those ones. Tumba, don't have headache over this. My dear, Maro has tried. Kenya is in Africa and things don't move like in the Western world. Exactly. YouTube failed Mara. YouTube does not protect anyone. Tumba, from what I can see from afar, the village mentality, the children go around, make trouble, and the parents go to kneel and beg for forgiveness. You have really hit the point. That is the characters. Those are actually the characters here. But it is really painful. It pains. It really, really pains seeing some of the things actually happening. Yes. Let me send very, very special greetings to Tumba Kabuya, Judy Moyo, Carol West, Judy Moyo, Hotaro Grace, thank you so much. Agnes Mwanike, thank you so much. Sana, thank you so much. Janet Harris, thank you so much. Agnes Mwanike, thank you. Judy Moyo, Hotaro Grace, Joan, thank you so much. Antoinette Palmer, thank you so much. Sana, greetings to you and thank you so much for being here. Sheila Ochaka, greetings to you. Otaro Grace Carter Williams, thank you so much. Agnes Muwite, thank you so much. Otaro Grace. Jean Kelly, thank you so much. Carwes, thank you so much. Judy Moyo, greetings to you. Thank you so much. Ezela, thank you so much for being here. Agnes Munike, thank you so much. Jean Kelly, thank you so much. Lona Rosliberg, thank you so much. Greetings to you. Sana Mulama, thank you so much. Tuba Kabuye, thank you so much. Faith, let me first read this comment. But David, when Mara was in Argentina, he said the year 2025 he will do something for the lazy gang. But now what is happening? Yes, he said something about that, and he said the law, he does not want to put pressure on the lawyers. Tumba, yes, but we have to wait until it comes out of Mara. We just have to support him. Exactly. Yes, Maureen, greetings to you and thank you so much. Carol West, thank you so much. Sana, greetings to you and thank you so much. Judy Moyo, thank you and greetings to you. Jean Kelly, greetings to you. Sheila Oshaka, greetings to you. Thank you so much. Sana, Ezela, greetings to all of you. I'm trying to read comments here. Otaro Grace, thank you so much. Faith Angote, thank you so much. Jill Kelly, thank you. Beauty, greetings to you and thank you so much. Sheila Oshaka, greetings to you. Judy Moyo, greetings to you. Tumba Kabuya, greetings to you. Sana, greetings to you. Otaro Grace, thank you. Greetings to Sheila. Greetings to you. Maureen, thank you and greetings to you. Franco _ Felix, greetings to you and thank you for being here. Johan, greetings to you. Otaro Grace, thank you so much. Yes, thank you and thank you. Mona, really greetings to you. Mona, thank you so much for being here. Erika, greetings and thank you so much for being here. Beauty 2B2, greetings to you and really thank you so much for being here. Kinyi Gardens, thank you for being here. Much respect to you. Michael N, thank you so much for being here. Greetings and much respect to you. I really appreciate. Thank you a million times for your big support always to this platform. I really do appreciate. Please, if you're here and I've not yet mentioned your name, Janet Harris, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate. Big up to you. And thank you so much. Michael N, thank you. Sana Carol West, thank you so much. Doreen Small, thank you a million times. And greetings to you. Valentine Love Doctor, greetings to you. And thank you so much for always being in this platform. I really do appreciate you for your big support. Thank you so much, my good people from India. I really appreciate for your big donation. I wanted to laugh. That is why I waited. I love it here just to have my free me. Thank you so much, my good people, for being here. I really appreciate. Joseph Manaze, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate. Stella Ajibade, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate. Sana, greetings. Judy Moyo, thank you. Otaro Grace, thank you. Sheila, greetings to you. Michael N, greetings to you. Sana Kihara, thank you. Greetings to you. And I really appreciate. Actually, I'm trying to look for Green Day. Greetings to you. Greetings to you and thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm out of control. I feel like a bully today. I need to calm down. Please calm down. Calm down. Hannah Davies, greetings to you. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your big support to this platform. Yes, Doreen Small, big up to you. Joan, big up to you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your big support to this platform. Ezela, greetings to you. Thank you so much. Jacqueline Fidina, greetings to you and thank you a million times. Thank you so much for being here. Agnes Thomas, greetings to you. Yes, Jacqueline Fina, greetings to you. Bye, David Later. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate. And thank you a million times. I really appreciate you, my good people, for always being here in this platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my good people. I would really want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for turning up to this platform to watch this live stream. And thank you so much, my good people. And thank you so much for the wonderful conversation that we have been in position to have in this platform today. Thank you so much. Greetings to you, Slaymash. I really appreciate your big continued support to this platform. And please, if you have not yet checked on the video that is rolling, please check it out. There is already a video that is rolling. Thank you, and thank you so much, my good people. Let me wish all of you the best, and let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. May God bless all of you abundantly. Thank you so much, my good people. Judemoyo, greetings, and thank you a million times. Let's meet again in our next video tomorrow. God bless all of you. See you again when you see me.